You held any jobs previously?
Yes, I have.
How would you rate your last job?
I worked, before I got into teaching, I worked in the computer field. I spent time with Computer Sciences Corporation working on the UR satellite, and it was a great experience.
Did your last job have like a pension and a retirement
Yes,
plan?
they had pensions, they had retirement plans.
Okay. So why did you choose to leave your last job?
I decided I wanted to get into teaching.
Okay. All right.
All right?
All right. How would you rate working for Prince George's County on a scale of 1 to 10?
I would rate it like a 9.
A 9? Okay. Have you held any jobs before this one?
Yes, I worked before. I'm a counselor now.
Okay.
Before I was a teacher, an ESOL teacher in Prince George's County. And before that, I worked for a nonprofit organization that worked on international health.
Okay, now how would you rate that job on a scale of 1 to 10?
Well, that job, you had to spend a lot of time in an office, and so it was more like a 5. My
Okay.
old job, yeah.
Now, okay, so did you receive any better benefits with that job than what you receive now? Like, did you have a better pension? Was there a retirement plan?
From what I remember, because it was a while ago, there was not a retirement plan. We did have this very similar health insurance, but there did not have a retirement plan.
Okay. Well, okay. So would you say working for Prince George's is better on all levels than what your last job was?
On almost all levels.
So what levels was it not better?
In that job, the funding was very consistent and it didn't change a lot. So it didn't change depending on the budget of the county. So in this job, some things change depending on the budget of the county.
Okay. So why did you leave your last job?
I left because I felt like working with students would be more interesting job for me, and it would also, I have a second language, Spanish, and so I knew that there were a lot of immigrant students who spoke Spanish and other languages. I also speak some French, and so I thought that it would be a good job for me that I could help students, and also I would be working with people rather than spending my whole time in an office.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Can you hear this? Okay. What's your current job right now?
I'm in the music industry, a professional guitarist, bassist, and recording engineer, and record label owner.
Okay.
So entrepreneur.
Okay. So how would you rate that job on a scale of 1 to 10?
When you say, what's the scale? Rated as far as how I like it, or
Yeah.
what's the 10?
Okay. Have you held any jobs before this one?
Yeah.
What was that job?
I was, for many years, I ran distribution centers, operations manager, facility manager, director of distribution.
Okay. Would you say that job was better than this job in terms of benefits?
What kind of benefits?
Benefits like retirement and pensions?
Well, yeah. I mean, it was structured. You had your 401k and pension plans and things like that. At this point, I run my own business, so I have to set up my own accounts and so forth.
So what made you leave your last job?
Well, the company went out of business, and that gave me an opportunity to pursue my passion, which was what I was doing part-time anyway, so I decided to go full-time, and it has a lot more benefits, in my opinion, because I've traveled the world and seen a lot of different cultures and experienced things that I would never have done as a corporate manager with a so-called 9 to 5. It was more like a 9 to 9.
Okay. Thank you.
Last job, I was actually an interpreter for Eleanor Roosevelt High School, PG County Schools.
It's actually our school.
Is that really?
Yeah.
Okay. It was a long time ago, before she was born. Yeah.
So, how would you rate your last job on a scale of 1 to 10?
Taking what into consideration, though?
Benefits, your hours, how they treated you, all that.
I didn't have benefits. However, I would say the overall job, I loved it. So I would say it was an 8 or 9.
What made you leave your job?
I got pregnant and had my children at that point.
Okay. Would you ever want to go back to that job?
I've thought about it, but right now my life is taking a different direction and the type of work I'd want to do. So I would go back, but the type of work is different, sort of where I'm headed now.
So what kind of type of work are you looking for?
I'm actually trying to get more into possibly medical field.
Okay.
So,
All right, thanks.
is that it?
Yep. All right, so what's your name?
Michael,
Okay. What's your current job right now?
I'm a technical manager.
How would you rate that job on a scale of 1 to 10?
8.
Have you held any jobs before this one?
Sure.
And what was that job?
Well, still technically inclined, technical advisor.
What made you leave that job?
Oh, I got a promotion.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Would you ever want to go back to it?
I'm still back to technical advisor. Oh, technical manager is kind of
Step up?
a step up, you know.
Okay.
You still do what technical advisors do, but this time you're adding some managerial roles, you know, to what you do. So pretty the same, but you know, with a little taste of management.
Okay. What kind of benefits do you receive for your job, as in retirement and your pension?
Oh, figures. I think it's pension. Not really thought of that. Something's going there, you know, and pretty cool with it. Compare it with others, yeah. It's good.
Thank you.
That's all.
Yep.